a student's course grade is based on one midterm that counts as 20% of his grade. Class project is 20%. Homework assignments are 40%. And a final exam is 20%. Okay, and then we have some scores. The midterm score is 70. Project is 80. Homework is 86. And the final exam is 62. All right, so let's take all that data and come up with an overall final average. So each of these assignment grades, we're not going to average the 4 grades out because they're not all worth the same. The homework is worth twice as much as the project or the midterm. So let's see what we've got here. Let's just put all of our data into Excel because, as I've said, please don't use a calculator in this course. I want you to be doing all of your calculations on Excel. You really need to trust me on that. It's going to benefit you when it's time for the exams. Okay, so a student's course grade is based on a midterm. Okay, the midterm is 20%. Class project. Okay, so project is next. And the project is 20%. Notice I'm converting these percentages to decimals. Set of homework assignments is 40%. So homework is 40%. And a final exam that is 20%. All right, so those are the weights. Those are the percentage of the final grades. And now the midterm score. So his midterm score is 70. His project score is an 80. His homework score is an 86. And the final exam, not too good. The final exam was a 62. All right, so your final overall score, you're taking 20% of the 70. You're taking 20% of the 80. You're taking 40% of the 86, and you're taking 20% of the 62. So that means we have to multiply. 20% of 70 means 0.2 times 70. Okay? So in column D, what I want is for column D to equal the number in column B times the number in column C. Okay, so B times C equals D. Okay, so I'll hit enter. Excel will give me the answer. And now I'm going to move the cursor to the bottom right-hand corner and drag it down, and Excel is going to do it for the next 3 steps. Column D equals B times C. Okay, so 20% of 70 is 14. 20% of 80 is 16. 40% of 86 is 34.4. And 20% of 62 is 12.4. Okay, so these are the total points accumulated from all 4 of these categories. And if we add them up, so equal, sum, parentheses, location of the data. Okay, so the sum of the 4 numbers above in column D, D1 through D4. All right, so 76.8. That looks like the final score or the final grade. 76.8. Let's just make sure that's right. 76.8. And we'll check that. And fantastic. Perfect. Positive feedback. And in the 70s, final grade should be a C. All right, looks good. So we took the percentage, and remember, if you're gonna do math on a percentage, you have to convert it to a decimal. Percents are not numbers, so you can't do math on percents because they're not numbers. So you convert the percent to a decimal, and so we have, for example, the midterm, 20% of the score of 70 is 0.2 times 70. So we use Excel to do that. And then we copied it down, so Excel did it for the next 3 steps, and that gave us our total points for the midterm, total points for the project, total points for the homework, and total points for the final. Okay, I hope this was helpful.